News, you will find out that also Bill Cosby has been sentenced to 10 years in prison. All right, gentlemen, perhaps we can begin with this new scenario. Let me begin with you. There seems to be a sort of atmosphere and a very sad trend over this past few weeks. They were ending September, but we started August and September not on a very good note. A number of these cases have become somewhat so popular. At the center of it, it seems to be young people, yes. And it's either money or relationships. Your thoughts?
I think the society we have to relook at the boy child. The boy child that we are bringing up is one that would commit suicide the moment the lady says, I've left you, or he sees the lady with somebody. The one who would kill just because he's been jilted. That weak boy child, the one who seduces a girl from Facebook, from lies. I am in Kabianga University and also went to Baseno University, all sorts of fakeness. They get into relationships through fakeness. So when reality comes, they then become murderers. They want to kill, or they want to kill themselves. On the other hand, we also have our daughters who love tomboys, funny people. In fact, decent people, they hardly get girls. They hardly get boys. They are taken to be boring. They are taken to be not very good. The girls love those funny Yankee, all sorts of people who are walking around in their pants and so on. And that's why you don't understand how a very decent, hardworking, good girl ends up with some strange human being that slits people's throats. So the society has to look back into the boy child and say, is there something we are missing with our boys? That any slight thing provokes them to murder. Any slight thing provokes them to suicide. And that is where the problem lies.
Gentlemen, before we even look at this whole scenario as people who are in our respected fields, just as parents, all three of you, Honorable Kembi, this is not something that any parent would want to wake up to news at. This whole issue that is happening, this atmosphere in the country, your thoughts on it as well?
You know, when we were younger and bringing up our children, Bill Cosby was an icon. You may not remember it yourself.
I watched his shows.
Or maybe you watched it, yeah. But as parents, on Sundays, we sat with the kids to make sure they watched Bill Cosby.
Yes.
Because he was an icon. And 20 years down the line now, to hear that he's been jailed for 10 years because of what he did so long ago, and it breaks my heart really, because then what for then is it? Yeah, because if you think about it, then he was able to con us. He conned us for a very long time. But the truth of the matter is that even as he was conning us, even as he was maybe a criminal, I don't know about it, but he's been jailed by a lawful, by a court. Even as he's jailed, I hope that our children don't remember he's the same guy, because I'm sure he helped them grow up. Yeah, when he did. Because the Bill Cosby shows were good, were interactive. We enjoy sitting, watching them with the children. Now, those are the lies then that are there in life. That Bill Cosby is now jailed because of his bad behavior. One would never have thought that would happen. Now, what's happening to our country today, I think it's a breakdown in the social, in everything, social fabric. I still remember, and I was telling somebody that yesterday, that the first time I saw a dead body, I was already a big boy. I'd finished Form 4. And this is a man who'd been killed and put on the side of a road, which was a very uncommon thing. So all of us were milling around to go and see this person who's been killed. I didn't see it for a very long time. But today, it appears to me that killing has become a pastime.
So normal.
That somebody can walk into a young girl's house and slit her throat, kill her, and walk away. I mean, the trouble is that these things can never last forever. And I'm very happy that the DCI is very proactive. You know, in 2 days, somebody was already arrested. I'm not saying he did it. I'm a lawyer myself, or whether he's a lawyer. I'm not saying he did it, but he's a suspect. He's a prime suspect now, and he's been arrested. What has happened to our society? That is the question that we should delve into. To try and, I think it's urgent actually, for everybody in this country today to want to know what has gone wrong. Because if you watch news, be they KTN News, be they of any other station, and you count first item, second item, third item, if you count 10 items, 7 will be bad news.
Murder cases.
It will be something wrong. It will be somebody murdered somebody committed suicide, another person, did this or the other. All of them very, very gruesome news. And I've been counting actually, on a scale of 1 to 10, what kind of news are we receiving? But the truth is that the news people, you people, are telling the truth. You are just reporting what is there.
Right.
You're reporting what is there, and what we are saying. You are saying is what actually is there on the ground. So something is wrong with the social fabric, and I think we need to go back to it and work on it. And I've said it here again, and I want to say it again before, and I'll say it again, that maybe there's a breakdown. Maybe as we grow up, maybe what Weda is talking about the boy child is true. Maybe there is a breakdown. Maybe we don't teach morals right from the beginning when our kids are in kindergarten as they grow up, so that they grow up fearing and knowing that there's a bigger person than them, whether they want to call him God or what. There's somebody out there who looks down upon them and sees everything that they do. The way we were taught in Sunday school, the way, we, as parents, we try to inculcate in our children. There are all these things that we need to talk about. And I think this is what chapter 6 meant to deal with a little bit, on integrity.
Right.
But ask yourself this question. When we are going to the 2017 elections, a lot of candidates, all the way from members of National Assembly, Senate, governors, MCAs, had issues. And these issues were raised to the IEBC. And there were serious issues. And they were raised in the context of Chapter 6 of the Constitution. But the IEBC was not interested. I mean, they still went on and cleared people that they knew or ought to have known had issues that should not have allowed these candidates to go through under Chapter 6 of the Constitution. And that's why you see so many cases in courts about academic papers, about integrity and all those other things. There is a breakdown in the social fabric, and I believe that this is one of the major issues that we need to be looking into going forward, because you cannot have a country in 20, 30, 40, 100 years to come that